Good afternoon, y'all. It's February 5th, 2019. This makes it, I think it's the 6th video of the year. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses right now. Well, it's been a long week. I'm quite tired. I look a little bit less tired in sunglasses. Also, it's a lot easier to look at the camera when you have sunglasses on. Now, that leads to the question, why am I tired? I think there are three main reasons. The first is my Eagle Scout project. All of the work is done, and I've been doing paperwork for probably the last 2 weeks now. Everything has to be finished by February 17th, which is my birthday, so that's when I age out and can't continue working on this anymore. Generally, everything has been gotten done, with the exception of the binder, which took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But it's done now. The problem is that with the Eagle Scout comes the Eagle Scout recommendation letters. The Eagle Scout award requires you to fill out an application because it's so prestigious that they need to make sure you're actually going to uphold the Scout law or whatever. And part of that is you have to send in a total of 6 recommendation letters. One is from a parent, one is from a spiritual leader, one is from a teacher, one is from a boss, and 2 others of your choosing. See, this is great, except for the fact that my boss is a procrastinator. I texted him 2 weeks ago, hey, can you write this letter for me? I'll give you an envelope and everything. And he was like, yes, okay, I can do it. I'll have it in by Friday. And then he just sent the letter in today, a week after I asked him to. So this has kind of been pretty stressful, and that's one factor to the tiredness. The second factor is that swim season is officially started. Yesterday was our first practice, and right now we are experiencing some torrential rain, which in Southern California comes for about 5 minutes and then moves on to elsewhere. But the torrential rain in Southern California is still bad enough that it can cause landslides, and it gets incredibly frustrating when you're trying to drive somewhere or swim. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jack, aren't you already in water? Why do you hate swimming in the rain so much? Well, it's not the fact that I'm in the water that makes me hate swimming in the rain. It's the fact that once I get out of the water, all I am met with is more water. And all I want to do is take a long, hot shower. And rainwater, while it is a shower, is not hot. So anyway, swim practice started yesterday, and while the practice wasn't insanely awful, as we only had 5 lanes because water polo does their thing, and so we didn't have to do anything longer than a 50. While I may be unhappy that swim season has started, the practice wasn't too bad. It was getting up this morning to do weights that was bad. I slept through my 5:15 alarm. Swim weights start around 5:45 in the morning. You're supposed to get there and stretch out for 15 minutes. But instead, I woke up at 5:45 in the morning. So I quickly got my butt over to the weight room where I was met with oh, it's okay that you're late. And then immediately a set of burpees and also awful squats and planks. So afterwards, it did not feel great. It still doesn't feel great. I've taken Advil and I'm still a little bit sore. So that's factor 2 contributing to my tiredness. Factor 3 is the rain. Like I said, it's been raining in Southern California, which is not only unusual and makes it hard to drive, but it's also quite frustrating because I have to stay inside all day. I'm going away for college. What am I even doing anymore? In other news, I still need an amp for my bass, which I got 2 months ago or so. So that's going well. I'm actually not an awful bass player. I would say I'm a subpar bass player, but I'm not awful. I just need an amplifier so that I can actually hear what I'm playing at a normal volume. Yep, that's it. If you like this video, consider liking it, subscribing to the channel, and if you do decide to subscribe, be sure and hit the bell down next to the subscribe button, which will notify you each and every time I upload a video. Subscribe, share with friends, and I'll see you next week, hopefully less tired.